Hello, this is E-Soup, aka Specific Soup. So, today I am starting a new reaction series, kind of in the middle of things. I am reacting to The Vampire Lestat on AMC, which is really season 3 of Interview with the Vampire. Unfortunately, I watched seasons 1 and 2 without filming reactions to them, and it's something that, like, in hindsight, it would have been an excellent thing for me to react to. But at the time, I was just ready to watch them. And then when season 1 came out, I think I was doing my channel, but I was barely doing anything on it. So, it didn't occur to me at the time, and I've watched them. But this is technically sort of like a new show because it has a different name. They're splitting up the series by book name, I guess. And God, imagine if they do all the books. I don't know if they're going to do all the books with, like, all the titles, because that is actually 13 books in the series if you count, like, everything, absolutely everything. But regardless, I'm kind of getting started in the middle of things because we've had 2 seasons of show before this. So I apologize for that if that feels a little funny, but it's a new season. So I really wanted to react to it regardless of the fact that I didn't before. So I hope it doesn't feel too weird. I can make my opinion of the first 2 seasons known, which is that I absolutely love them. I love the show so much. It's so good. The degree to which it's good has me upset and offended by the Witching Hour series that AMC put out, but that is another that is another topic for another day. And also, it's perfect timing because I've been rereading The Vampire Lestat. So I am a big Anne Rice fan, but I actually have not read the majority of the Vampire series, and it's mostly been her other books. I read the entirety of The Witching Hour. I've read a lot of her, like, one-off, like, standalone books. Well, some of which have gotten sequels later, I guess, that I haven't read. But, like, I read The Mummy, I read Servant of the Bones, which is great. I read Violin, which a lot of people don't like, but I thought it was great. I read Feast of All Saints, which is about, like, free people of color in New Orleans, which is one of her, I believe, 2 sort of, like, historical fiction, not fantasy books. The other, Cry to Heaven, which is about castrati singers in Italy, when they used to castrate boys so they would, like, retain their high voice and retain certain aspects of their vocals. And that's actually, weirdly enough, that book, Cry to Heaven, is probably my favorite Anne Rice book of all time. And I know that's, like, a weird one to have as a favorite of hers because she was primarily, like, a fantasy author. But I think it's kind of underrated, and I think it's really good. And that one is actually getting a movie. A movie is being made of that book, which I'm tentatively very excited for. I hope it's going to be good. The director, oh God, I'm forgetting the name of the director, but I know he's, like, a fashion designer turned director. And he has another movie that I never saw, but people really like. And I wish I could remember that movie or his name, but I think if you know, you'll know who I'm talking about. He is making the Cry to Heaven movie. Anyway, super long intro, I'm sorry. This is to say, like, I'm a really big fan of Anne Rice, and I'm a really big fan of the series. I think, as much as I love Anne Rice, they changed things in the series that I believe really needed to be changed, particularly with regard to Louis. So I'm very happy about that. There's other changes they've made where it's not that they needed to do it. They did not need to do it, but it's taken things in a very interesting direction. And I like the fresh take on the story. Anyway, judging by the trailer and, people's analysis and all that stuff, there are certain things from this book that they have not changed, and a lot that they have, obviously, but I'm very curious about, particularly about what they haven't changed, how it's going to affect things. If you've seen the trailer, I don't know if you might know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm rereading this book, and then I never actually finished Queen of the Damned, which is the 3rd book. So I am trying to go through and read the entire series, but I read like a million different things at once, so that is a tall order for me. Maybe one day I'll do like book review videos and I'll like review the series or do some kind of like rundown of the whole series. But I don't know, when I'm going to get to that point. But point is, I'm incredibly excited for this. And the first time I read this book, I was like in 10th grade and it was my favorite book for a while. I liked it a lot more than Interview with the Vampire, the first book. I was obsessed with this book, and I was obsessed with Lestat, not like idolizing him, not like as a person, but just as a character. And I think it's going to be really cool to see how they tell the story from the vampire Lestat, while also continuing what they started in seasons 1 and 2, while also telling the stories of, Louis and Armand and Daniel and like all the crazy stuff that's happening there. I'm so excited. I'm putting this off because I'm like nervous to start, but episode 1 is out and I wanted to get on it. And it's like, what, a day after it came out? No, 2 days after it came out, because I'm filming on a Tuesday and it came out on Sunday, I believe. But I feel like I'm already late. So I'm gonna get on it. Also, I will say, I really like the Vampire Lestat music so far.
On the show formerly titled Interview with the Vampire. So, Mr. Dulac.
Formerly titled.
About him, preternaturally.
It's such a good show.
He was my
This just makes me want to watch it all again. The music is so good too.
Are you schizophrenic, Louis?
I could feel
that is a genuinely good question.
on the back of my neck.
First paramour, Nicolas Delafont.
Oh, Nikki. I used to be obsessed with Lestat and Nikki when I was reading the book.
I have the blood of a Khashoggi.
We're gonna learn more about that this season, I imagine. By the way, there's somebody on Etsy, I think, who made like a thing that you can print out, and it's like a dust jacket for Interview with the Vampire that looks like the design in the show. What I really wish is that you could buy an edition of the book, but like it professionally came with that cover on it. And I don't know, maybe it could have like extras pertaining to the show or something, but it's still like the original book. I would get that in a heartbeat. Okay, new intro. I've seen it, but still, new intro. I love the sound that they gave him. It's like 80s rock. I think my girlfriend was saying it sounds like T-Rex. The colors are so good. They also, I feel like they did this to kind of distinguish it from the first series or the first 2 seasons. Like, we're in a different time period and we're in a different kind of mood setting. The editing, the colors, it's like, it's totally different. All the title cards. Okay. Hello? Armand? Oh, that's, what's his name? From the Talamasca.
The House begins with the unorthodox prerequisites of tonight's event.
What?
We wish to you individually as well as to any institutions that you
Hello, Louis?
stating the obvious. We are
You got a cane?
neither are you. Recordings of the complete works of the vampire Lestat de Liancourt, which includes his 2025 self-titled album, The Vampire Lestat, additional session tracks that were discarded in the final assemblage of the album, original handwritten scores.
So we've got an auction of Vampire Lestat stuff, and like actual vampires have showed up, like Louis, Armand, they're both there. That's gotta be awkward. And we've got, what's his name from the Talamasca? I forget, was that David Talbot or was he somebody else? I can't remember.
Cycle in the classic
And who,
set to the poet
like, is that a cardinal? Like, what?
we went
EUN.
sold to the gentlewoman in the third row of good spirit. Lot number 2. A music box.
Are we burning this too?
By the vampire Lestat himself, Marciani Corinto sideboard. Inside a Rosner and Zun Mott turntable with two
Please don't burn it.
controlled holding a bottle of Newport 1863 port wine, the other with a magnum of blood from the curator himself. The upper level, 111 albums of audio best described as an omniscient history of the events of the 2025 album and supporting tour and the consequential global catastrophes that sprung from said album and tour as narrated by the vampire Lestat.
So this is like ahead of the events that are going to happen this season. What the hell? What are they doing? What is going on?
The failures. We will begin the bidding at 50 million yuan.
Okay, they're not burning it.
If you are hearing this now, you must be a very privileged individual. You could have bought my box instead. I like you already.
Okay, this feels like some weird ASMR, like he's talking to me in my ears Okay.
So, and I am not saying that the attempted extinction of the Y chromosome across the continents was all my fault. Now that would suggest a level of self-importance even I'm not comfortable with. But
I'm sorry, what? Okay, hold on. What kind of... okay, since I have not read actually very far at all in the books, I don't know if this could be drawing from something crazy that happens like later in the books or even at the end of Queen of the Damned for all I know, because I never actually finished reading that. I don't think so. I really don't think so, but the attempted extermination of the Y chromosome? So like, we're getting into like crazy sci-fi territory. Like something happened where the resurgence, it's like the pushback from the other vampires. I'm just guessing what might happen, but the pushback from the other vampires against Lestat and maybe against Louis for certain things that he did causes some sort of like global sci-fi human like medical event, like extermination event. Like what the hell is going on? We are 7 minutes and 12 seconds in. Okay, so I think it sounds like, are we listening to the story of failure? Because what they said that the vinyl records were sort of like a documentary kind of thing. So is that what we're like listening to right now? I think so.
Vampire, those converting and those enduring. Well, they were doing exactly as they pleased.
I can't process what I just heard. Here we go. I love this song. I should have been there at the concert. Like the real one that happened in New York. I'm so mad. I can't wait to find out where he got those scars.
Naturally, I named the band after myself, and the four that backed me played their parts as instructed. And choking his guitar neck nightly, wishing it was mine. Salamander, bassist, dumb. Shockingly dumb. We dropped songs on the streams and booked intimate venues to induce what Gen Snooze called FOMO. They came for cosplay. 30 performances notched and already resting on the Alps of adequacy.
Hello. Real vampires.
Hello.
Welcome to Detroit.
Lovely city.
Your song sucks.
Thank you for the feedback.
Like, sorry, how'd you do that?
It was boring.
Anything like it?
Harmonies on Plastic Fiends were trash. Singer's right.
You left your tambourine.
Dude, Rage call the Harmony Room. Larry Slater's shredding it tonight to no one ever.
You signed the checks, there.
I do sign the checks.
Sign this.
The tambourine tomorrow is rehearsed and perfected.
So we've got like a team of people that are all aware of him being a vampire. He's just openly feeding on people. Because I don't know what other explanation you can give for that.
Like, but use the pen.
But it's funny because blood and I'm a vampire.
Notaries and organ. eyes in red ink.
There's the band, and there's the shell that protects the band from the world's envy. Our band shell was Christine Clare. Did
Try your
this.
best not to be you tonight.
We want the car.
No.
Well, a little draining both ways. You'll have to guess who gets the fangs and who gets the vodka bottle. And yes, it's a vodka bottle. Did I mention that I was filming a documentary at the time?
Daniel Malloy.
What?
Missing a contact again.
Hide your keel up on the bus, wave to the morgue reports in the rearview mirror, the handicap, and a sloppy night in Corvallis made urgent the need for a body double. His name was Jarte Klepek, and the Albanian gangsters Christine hired to find my doppelganger found him working construction in the Czech Republic.
Oh my god, what?
And every sad photograph uploaded to Reddit or Discord of Yarda eating up children
Reddit?
by him. That I, the vampire Lestat, was Daniel Malloy's fictitious creation. And the vampire-
Okay, so having the body double helps people believe that he's, like, not a real vampire. It gets, like, eyes off of him. But again, meanwhile, he's revealing stuff to, like, a lot of people in his team. That's a lot of people who have to cover for him.
Sound, I hope, would counter Mr. Dulac's portrayal of me as a mayonnaise villain with sociopathic tendencies. I'll beside the point, because the point forever is...
I know you're real.
Most of humanity moved on from vampires. And rather quickly. Congratulations. Now go make friends.
Go make friends.
I am the vampire Lestat. I am a god. Gods are not swiped.
The Contessa.
They used
Oh my god.
Great show.
He's here.
You left before we started.
Yeah, I figured Spotify some T-Rex and drag a little O-Neg from Dr. Fareed. Good here, same diff.
I am not here.
Can we mic you?
Toy.
You and Louis talking again?
Oh, Twa.
He doesn't return my texts.
Oh.
My telepathy.
Huh.
I hear he's back in the States. We good?
We're good.
Sorry, I didn't mean to hit my mic.
Okay. Why have you chosen to waste it singing music no one wants to hear in pants no one should ever squeeze into? I don't have transformational trauma.
That's why these movie producers hired you, Daniel Malloy, Vampire Slayer.
They said you requested me.
Absurd.
Oh, as absurd as a documentary about a rock band posing as vampires fronted by an actual vampire.
Directed by a vampire passing as a human.
Mm-hmm.
Is it true you were a stutterer as a child? Louis said you were.
Was he there in 18th century Auvergne?
That's a good question. This is so interesting because I knew we got this from, there was like a teaser a while back for the season. And we got the vibe that like Daniel is trying to interview Lestat, but Lestat is not a good interview subject. And what I'm really curious about is like how Daniel is going to get Lestat to start spilling. How do we get there? How do we get to him actually revealing information? Also, is this Louis that he's texting or no? I don't...
Did I threaten Claudia with rape on a train? Was I in the room when Donizetti wrote Don Pasquale? No, and impossible because I had buried myself underground for the vast majority of the 1800s.
I wrote what he told me. I love being a vampire, and can you drop the fledgling speak and spell?
I think you do have trauma.
Laborers stand in their doorways, hitting their pipes as their children half pipe in their drained, empty swimming pools. Drugstores locked up baby formula and shaving cream while Saks ate Barney's, and someone told everyone that Lululemon was sexy. Facts
Oh my god.
are irrelevant, and the value of human life, it has never been more arbitrary. David,
Ha!
Freddy, and the lights on Tay-Tay's ears have dimmed. Fire coming down the hill.
Is that a hookah pipe?
On Nantucket.
Not the shower with the... Wait, what is that? The shower in the middle of the tour van just open, and the freaking faucet fixture thing looks like a chandelier or something. What is going on?
It's my era. now.
Yeah.
Post Malone and Jelly Roll playing there tonight. 60,000 for Face Tattoo Palooza. You played an 800-seat venue. How is it your era?
Okay, it's interesting how, like, seemingly he's been kind of a star, but he's not actually that big a star. And that actually makes sense with, like, I don't know, the type of music that they picked for him is not a genre of music that's, like, super popular right now. So that's actually feeling a little bit more realistic that he's not crazy popular, at least not now. Even if he was for a time, if it was sort of like a fad, a trend, like, oh my god, the vampire. But, like, it's not gonna sustain, that's not gonna sustain itself. So that makes sense. And even Daniel, like, made a reference to T-Rex. He was like, I could just listen to T-Rex on Spotify. So they're just, like, poking fun at themselves over the type of music that they picked for him.
Is it true your band was formed on Halloween?
You were listening to The Failures, Album 2, Side B.
We are listening to The Failures. We are the Frame Story. The Frame Story, there's another... This whole show has just been, like, frame story after frame story. No, I love it. I love it. We are listening to The Failures. Oh my god. I love that lamp. The one that looks like a lady, like, crossing her arms. Or not crossing her arms, but, like, with her hands on her hips.
What do you think?
It's nice.
Nice?
Yeah, it's nice.
I've also, there was another teaser. I've seen a portion of this scene.
Beyonce covering it, but it's nice.
Huh.
Nice is nothing.
It's nice.
Nice is a balloon.
That you're back writing music.
A flower box
it's
is nice.
You got yourself a nice place. It's a nice word, and it says everything I wanted to express.
You should come visit.
Not his coffee table looks like a man kneeling over on all fours on the ground. Are you joking? Where can I get one?
You want me to come and see your guest room?
Same potholes, but no hurricanes. No witches. Everyone mangles French just like you do.
No witches, huh?
Come to me.
Montreal. I am he, and he is me.
And there's a garage band rehearsing across the street who call themselves, of all things, Satan.
They call themselves, of all things, Satan?
Satan's Night Out.
Oh, here we go.
Satan's Night Out.
Okay, makes sense.
Louis, do you know some...
Pretty sure that, that's the band that he gets together to be his band. Also, here we go. Here's the moment that he finds out about the book. So that means that, like, Louis and Lestat have been talking again, and meanwhile, Lestat just, like, didn't know about this book project, and he finds out now.
Someone called Daniel Malloy.
I burned his laptop. I didn't know he had it saved in the cloud. I only found out it was coming out a month ago.
You've known for a month, and you talk about me in it to Immortal?
Well, yeah, but, you know...
No, I don't know, Louis. Please, explain yourself.
It's gonna be here and gone in a minute. No one reads anymore.
Lestat, il est genre, whatever.
100%.
Mais Armand, il est genre mystérieux.
Ouais, il y a des layers.
T'as-tu vu sa toile au Louvre? Hey, toutes les boomers faisaient la queue pour aller voir l'autre bonne femme avec sa resting bitch face. Moi, j'ai skippé de ça puis je t'allais direct voir ma beta boy dans le coin de la salle.
Beta boy? What?
Je le pognerais, je le mordrais.
Bien sûr, bro.
Puis je le lècherais. Le Statman, il aurait dû le brûler, maudit français, sur Royal Street.
100%.
Complètement wild, ce livre-là. Tu veux-tu devenir membre? Il y a 10% de...
No, thank you!
Oh, his temper. Oh my god.
I know what infinitesimal means. It was raining. No! No! King Leia!
Oh god. Oh god, the drinking. Oh.
Hello?
There's gonna be a Lestat. Yes! Wait, is that an Armand? Wait, who? And oh my god, and And a Claudia. Oh my god. Okay. This is such a funny, like, moment in time to be happening. Like, to set this as the time that he forms his band. That is so interesting. I was going to say something and it's clear out of my head. I'm just processing. I'm just taking things in. Oh yes, I remember. Okay, so a while back, people were talking about, like, the way that they made the character Louis black in this series. And would that be problematic? Because in Interview with the Vampire, it's very, like, unreliable narrator. And later on, the character of Lestat is sort of, like, rehabbed. And it's like, would that look bad if it was like, oh, the black man was lying about the white man this whole time, and he actually didn't do X, Y, and Z. And people were kind of like, how is the show going to, like, deal with this and not make it look super bad? And I feel like what they're doing is, like, are we really rehabbing Lestat? Or are we just getting, like, we're getting, like, it's very ambiguous. Like, what actually happened is very ambiguous. But not strictly because, not strictly because Louis was lying. There's a lot of, like, you know, personal perspective that everybody has, and people remember things differently. And we went over that endlessly in the first 2 seasons. But I feel like we're getting this sort of, like, it's not really rehabbing Lestat, because even as Lestat says, I didn't actually do this, I didn't actually do that, he looks bad at the same time because his personality is just so ridiculous, and we see more of his temper, and we see more things. So it's like, even as Lestat's character is being rehabbed in huge scare quotes, he looks like completely ridiculous at the same time. And I feel like by doing things in that way, it kind of allows them to tell this story of, like, not everything Louis said was true, but also not everything Lestat says is true. And at the end of the day, certain things we're not going to know what was true and what was false. And it just makes it so, like, both of them look bad in different ways. Therefore, neither of them look bad over the other. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. I mean, if anything, Lestat still comes out looking worse than Louis. But, like, even if Louis made something up, it's like, Lestat is just a ridiculous mess that you can't really feel like he comes out on top after this in sort of, like, his character rehab, the way that he looks like. I don't know. I hope that makes any sense at all, but I've been thinking about that with this show for a long time. And I've been thinking for a long time, like, how are they going to do the Vampire Lestat season or seasons? Like, how are they going to make that work and it not feel kind of weird, unfair, sketchy? I don't know. But, like, I feel like this is the tone that they're setting is allowing them to tell the story in this way and it not feel messed up.
Your camera is not period correct.
I have a peanut allergy.
Well, allergies are delusional.
Take the mounts.
You'll take whatever I give you.
See, like, he gets mad at children. Like, he's just such a mess. A mess that you love, but he is a mess. Oh my god. Okay, so it starts out that he gets mad at hearing their music, because in the Vampire Lestat in the book, he was like, he was like inspired by their music. I won't say more. I don't want to spoil it in case you want to read it. But he was not, if I remember correctly, he was not mad about their music. He was, like, inspired by it. So this is such an interesting way for him to get involved with this band.
This is in 1979. Bela Lugosi is not dead. You don't need to finger her for 5 bars. You're hurting her.
Oh god, his thing about music.
More frequent showers? What was the question again?
Why music?
Hey! Hey!
Why now?
Dude, that was sick.
What are we doing here?
We're doing a rewrite.
So this whole tour is just some Byronic reaction to my book. Who better to refute the book than the man who wrote the book? I'm taking this thing to Cannes, okay? I'm gonna be slapping Chris Rock and stroking my Oscar.
The press, stay clear on
من
this.
آهنگ‌ها رو دوست
More
دارم.
exposure for us, more risk for
من
us.
مشکلامو تو آغازهاش
Mm.
He sings for himself.
隠れるのやめてもっと作ってよ
Only a coven leader can make more. The great laws are clear on that. First the book, now
The
the
shot,
This is
this
chaos.
room, all the vampires convening. No, where is this? Uh-oh. Oh, we're still in Detroit. Oh, okay. Not come to me. Is this Louis? He's not gonna send that, is he? He's not gonna send it. Is that Louis? It's gotta be. Oh. Oh my god. Okay, I love him playing the violin. Of course, his bandmates hate him. I haven't heard this one yet.
Your phone is blowing up. I gotta realize no time for Iron Man, stepbrother, till we come. Don't wanna learn another TikTok dance. Eating blood like a
Eat my licorice? Huh.
House in the Twin Oaks Mall. Order at the bar this time. Take some photos with the fans.
This is a body double.
Hi, puppy.
I've been a bad boy.
Is he?
The Alps of adequacy to the canyon of coup d'etat. 2 nights in a row, my violin competing with his guitar for the solo break.
Oh my god.
Centuries waiting to share my music. 2 years as Mr. Dulac's B-movie brew.
Oh no. Oh.
Something quite surprising happened.
Oh.
My music wrapped itself around me like a jungle snake constricting its prey, the temporal lobe.
What?
Music
What?
appeared in my mind, and in the now around
Oh.
me. Blood in.
Wonder, like, what is actually happening right now?
Hammering away at the performative vampire persona I had welded into armor. The armor cracked.
Ooh.
It was I who had been adequate.
Ooh.
It was I who had been holding us back. Under the white hot lights. My bandmates began to feed.
And what are we doing now?
A euphoric grottiness spilling into the crowd, into their bodies, enveloping the venue.
I don't know what I would think if, like, I saw someone in a band just, like, fall over. Immediately after, like, I'm like, people are watching. They must think it's part of the show. I mean, he showed his fangs. He looked angry. Looked like he was gonna do something. Then he fell over. I mean, I'm sure it'll happen very quickly in real life. But it's like, how would you react if you, like, saw that at a concert? Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. I know that, like, we're coming off the backs of, like, the Theater of the Vampires, and people will see something and think it's fake and think it's special effects, but I'm still like, okay, you're just doing this in front of everyone. Oh!
Which one of you did before?
What did she take?
Not her. Me. LSD.
Oh. Oops.
I should have quit right there and then. Would have been a lovely footnote to my life. The band. But the muses were just beginning.
You done this to me? Seems you still lost. These songs gonna kill you, you know that, don't you?
I can't die.
Everything dies. You die, I die. She dies. She dies. Oh, he dies bad.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Get the gift. Fall in love. Go to ground. Get dug up and fall in love. You like some wet clothes and a coin-op dryer. Just 265 years round and round. Why are you so sad? Thousands of fans loving you.
I want millions.
And that'll top off that heart of yours.
Mm-mm.
Then why you always gotta make it so hard for someone to give it to you?
Ooh.
Who told you that?
Don't worry, they coming.
Who's coming?
Oh, they're gonna tell you themselves.
The vampires?
Who's coming?
Great show tonight.
Who? I'm quite sexy.
Not that I'm quite sexy in the advertisement. I wonder if she's supposed to be based on a character from The Queen of the Damned. Because I did not finish that book, but somewhere in the back of my head I'm like, is she from the book?
You are listening to The Failures, Album 5, Side...
Oh my god.
If you take nothing else away from your exorbitant purchase, never play 2 nights in Detroit till bone listening to transactional sex through the adjoining walls. There was a red carpet, a pap line, and a vampire DJ of some renown, seducing corporate employees, provincial...
Oh, oh my god, the guy who wrote the play, I don't know if he wrote the play, like the play at the end of last season, but he wrote one of the plays, Sam or something, and he like ends up being a DJ. They said like, oh, he's a DJ now. It's somebody from last season. Oh god, I can't remember.
I was having sex in an elevator with Dee and the girl I had just overindulged myself with early in the night. Actually, that happens later. A lot of things happened that night.
Oh.
The band is inside with Dan in the VIP perch.
With Dan.
Perhaps my pussycat, with no idea that I would be in a fang fight less than an hour later.
You got a corset. Oh.
I'm getting ahead of myself again. I arrive fashionably late, of course.
Say your name for the camera.
Baby Jink.
Hey, baby, tell me.
Yes, there's a chapter, there's like a story, Queen of the Damned is very like episodic. There's like all these little stories about all these different characters. And there's like Baby Jinx and the Fang Gang. And I forget if I ever read or like finished that chapter. But I was like, in the back of my head, I was like, she's someone from Queen of the Damned. Okay. Okay, this is making sense.
Like I'm gonna be in the movie?
Oh, you're in it now.
I am feeling good. Blood.
Hear him. Hear that voice.
The girl is feeling good. Riding the wonders of Dr. Farid's blood transfusion quick pick-me-up cocktail. I sat there, soaking up her praise, along with the band, still somehow blind to the vampiric mysteries of their frontman. So what if the dead and buried past was now a fresh and eager groupie? Have a nervous breakdown on stage, chatted up with the floating girl on the ceiling you almost killed, have sex with her in the elevator. I'm still not there yet.
Everybody's like, is rock and roll actually dying?
Were you a stutterer as a child?
They walk in the ER, they are like the doctor, and Lestat's the scalpel.
I'm the scalpel, printed t-shirts.
And so he, the scalpel, cuts into rock and roll's heart, like he cut into mine tonight. And he has
oh my god.
heart in his mouth. He's like, do you want to? And rock and roll is like, yes.
I excused myself to the men's room. Didn't read about vampire physiology in Mr. Dulac's memoir, did you? No mention of the scars on my chest either. Hair stopping way above my shoulders, and just...
Oh, they mentioned the fact that he has longer hair now. It was like Louis described his hair wrong. Also, okay, so the scar, he had those scars before. What?
For the record, no ticket pocket of mine ever had his initials inscribed onto them. I mean, these are the editorial wags of an insane person.
I don't know about that one.
In the final version. Starting again. Vampires pee. We don't do it as often as you do, assuming you're not one of us. And we generally avoid eco-friendly urinals.
Detroit. Hello.
Name's Tim. She's Russ.
There, Russ.
Yes. Yes. Non-binary vampire.
Things got a bit crossed when we were reminding each other the other night. Russ here has a hot man.
I do wonder what Lestat would have done, or what would happen if someone who was not a vampire walked in and saw somebody peeing blood. Just saying. He looked out there, I guess.
And a strong pelvic floor. I admire your aim.
Long face sucks.
We have a coven out here in Detroit.
Do you?
The Fang Gang.
You want to see a real vampire bar? Come with us.
Are they a part of the Fang Gang? Oh my god, wait, what? Hold on, I need to go back a tiny bit. I'm not processing.
Sure, what about tomorrow night?
You're on the road tomorrow night.
Eco-friendly urinals. Good for the planet, so we're told. Good for vampires. Sure. And then there's regional vampires. Always trying to make a name for themselves. I chardonnay them, too. Obligations, I'm afraid. But please do send my most sincere bonjour to your bright knowledge, Governor.
He is having a time. Love the vampire DJ.
When it comes to blood poisoning, I think a vampire of my stature would know better. But then there's that old saying: you fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. MDMA and LSD are excellent drugs. Bounce, 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 twirl, twirl. Overshare. I saw your soul. I saw yours too. And looking for sex, looking for anything that radiated the fun that I sang about in my song, Longface. Regionals. Wait, did you say that Longface sucked?
Long face sucks.
Does it suck? I wondered. Did you have a point?
I was gonna say, of course Lestat would, like, misgender the non-binary vampire. Of course, of course. No, that tracks.
Where's the band then? They called corporate bullshit. Went to party.
I can't deal with his voice like this.
Issue for a UN peacekeeper.
Mr. Dulac's memoir tiptoed around vampire sex, didn't it? He and Dan made it out to be this tortured act or obligational foreplay before blood drinking. That is not the case at all. It's not the capstone of vampiric desires. That would be the taking of life. And after that, there's the petit coup, the little drink, the sip. And after those three, it's sex. So now you know, the fourth best thing a vampire can do to avoid thinking about the past is to have sex. Sex. And I have had a lot of sex over the years. It's not all pain and toxicity. I have an immortal life, and I carry with it an immortal erection, and I am not ashamed of it. Sex is fun, like the fun I sing about in Longface, which, looking back on it now, does suck. Carnal pleasure is essential to a vampire survival. If only to keep time's baggage from burying you. Sex with the bellman and Dee and honey trapping baby Jenks. Probably should have gotten off the 7th floor when I had gotten off. But I didn't.
I'm getting married in a week. I'll never forget you.
Girl? Ooh, the heart. Hello.
You do know it's 2025. Face the wall, my dear. You'll not want to see this.
Okay. So this is the Fang Gang.
Normally, confining architecture and a thrift store coven galvanized by medieval dogma wouldn't faze me in the least.
I'm building a career that supports my well-being.
The drug blood in my sex legs and the distracting past my music had unleashed on me put me at a momentary disadvantage.
I'm sorry. Everything, it's slowly dawning on me the absolute ridiculousness of this episode. And that this is okay. I know the show is going to get more serious. We know that we're going to get into like serious backstory stuff, right? So the tone is going to be more serious at times. But like the fact that like this is going to be the way that this story is told. And I feel like a lot of people are going to be like, what? Because it feels very different from the first 2 seasons. Some people might not like this. But I feel like this is the perfect way to represent the fact that a different person is telling the story, and it's Lestat. And this is exactly Lestat's personality. This is how he would tell this story. It's perfect. It's perfect how stupid it is. Like, it's perfect. Like, no notes. They did it. I just can't. I just needed a moment to, like, take a break to just absorb that. Like, absorb everything that is happening.
And the distracting past my music had unleashed on me put me at a momentary disadvantage.
Ooh.
I'm in charge of my work-life balance.
As if half the vampire population outside the ruined port of Detroit wasn't waving the dog gift like red cups in a piss bar, collecting fledglings like they were Labubu dogs. I mean, I haven't even told my band I was an actual vampire. And this is how it was all going to end for me.
We are the Fang Gang.
We are the children of the darkness reborn.
Armand told the truth.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Wait, so is the vampires are coming to defend him. Okay, hold on. Okay, so wait a minute. They're the ones who say Armand told the truth. So are they descended from, are they the actual vampires that used to, okay. They're not the vampires from Armand's coven. But they're like, they admire Armand's coven? They're like a 2.0 of Armand's coven? Is that what the Fang Gang is?
I heard there was an after party on the asshole floor.
I like to think I was owed the reinforcements. Dan and the oddly familiar DJ. But that's me looking back on it now. Anything I had done
it's him, yeah.
Timely rescue hadn't happened yet. I'd be dead, I think, without Dan.
Oh, wow.
Maybe more of the world would still be alive had Dan not rallied his army downstairs. The sliding door of Dan.
Oh!
Decant my blood and devour my words.
And this is when they realize he's actually a real vampire and there are actual real vampires, huh?
It's hard hiding you're a god.
You're for real?
CCTV.
Hello again. We have to develop you. Telemaska dragged me into that.
And once you reveal yourself, you have to be on.
Did he say Talamaska dragged me into that? Does he mean dragged him into, like, his current situation? Or does he mean they dragged him into the theater at the Vampire? Like, he was, like, infiltrating? Is that, sorry, my earbud keeps falling out. I need to, I don't know. It's so annoying. Anyway, so sorry. If you see me messing with my earbuds, that's why. But, I'm just, what? Okay, I'm so glad. I'm pretty sure his name is Sam. Sam is back. And apparently he had involvement with the Talamaska. They dragged him into the theater de Vampire? Oh my god.
And once you reveal yourself, you have to be on all the time. And remember every face you've ever met. And everywhere you go, everyone remembers the thing they said to you in the room that you shared.
Were you a stutterer as a child?
Huh.
This is why gods prefer hiding in the clouds. There's nothing there.
He just...
waiting to fall.
Hold on. Let's hear that again. He just flies away.
This is why gods prefer hiding in the clouds. There's nothing there. But water waiting to fall.
Oh, the clouds. Water waiting to fall.
After the song unleashed the muses. After I saw my first soul. After I was nearly decapitated in a boutique hotel hallway. After my vampire nature was revealed to the band and my vampire gift winged me away north of the river, south of the country. but I was saved from such rational thought. Love will do that to you.
He's here. Oh!
Ma chère, very kind of you to come. I got myself into something I can't get out of.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
I'm not really at my best, but...
It's very nice to see you again. I like what you've done with your hair, Mike.
Mike. My Gabriel. It's not much of a reveal, I guess. I know it's common gossip.
No, yeah, it is. Wait, yeah, what? I thought he was... I thought he's been texting Louis this whole time. I thought he's been texting Louis. Like, I thought that after the thing where he found out about the book, he obviously was angry and didn't talk to Louis for a while. And then I thought that what had happened was, like, he started talking to him again, and it was just this, like, on and off thing, and that's what was happening. No, it's Gabrielle. Oh God, I don't know if I feel bad for the people who've never read the books and don't know what's coming with this, or didn't know what was coming with this, but I feel some kind of way for them. When he said it's not that much of a reveal, I'm like, are you kidding? Yes, it is. I did not know this is Gabrielle. I should have...
My Gabriel. I know it's common gossip now. The first thing one thinks about when my name comes up. I assume a privileged individual such as yourself enjoys a little dirt in their sandwich. So I serve it to you now. How it felt then. Fledgling. Lover. Mother.
Listen to tracks from the entire Lestat wherever you stream music.
If you're still listening after the last hour, welcome back.
Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna react to the little after episode bits. I think I'm just gonna watch that on my own, but oh my... No, seriously, the people who are watching and don't know anything from the books, I cannot imagine how people are feeling after episode 1 of this season. I cannot imagine. I'm feeling all the feelings, and I already knew that he had a weird thing with his mom. So, and it sounds like, rather than toning it down, they're taking it farther. It sounds like they're taking it farther, to be perfectly honest. Okay, so, my post-episode feelings on Vampire Lestat, episode 1... or season 3 of Interview with the Vampire, episode 1, whichever you call it. Like I said, they really established this as like a new and different chapter of the story. Like, it's a whole new show. Like, it's the same thing, but it's not. The tone, because Lestat is leading the show, it's like coming from like Louis and Daniel to Lestat and Daniel. So Daniel is the, you know, the link that joins them. But when it comes to who's being interviewed, they're totally different. The type of project is different. Like, it's not just like a recorded interview. It's like this whole documentary thing. Well, it was recorded onto vinyl, but in addition, there's a documentary. So it's like kind of this big multimedia project. So it's a different thing. And like I already said, like the tone is so shockingly different. And I think some people who like the original 2 seasons, the original series, if you'll call it, they might not like this if they, you know, you see, I'm not a very particular person. Like, there's a lot of different genres that I like. So for me, this is perfect. Like, you're getting one show or one story with, like, multiple different genres is kind of what it feels like. So some people, they might not like this. Like, I can imagine this being sort of controversial, not even in, like, the content, but I just mean, like, for people who've been watching the show, some people might be like, what the hell was that? But I'm obsessed. I love it. I don't know why my earbuds are still in. That was so just everything. And even though I saw trailers and I saw teasers and I knew the tone was going to be different and I knew that like Lestat is going to make this very different, I still could not have imagined what that would be like. I feel like I have so much to say, but I can't even like process everything right now. So I'm not going to say it. Like I'm just, it's just not going to make any sense. But basically that was incredible, amazing, show-stopping. What in the world? And the thing with Gabrielle, like, how are we gonna... Everyone must be freaking out. And I'm obsessed. I loved it. I love it. I love it. It's like, I feel like there's a moment where I was worried, like, is this the sort of direction and the tone that they should go in? And then I was like, no, this is perfect. This is Lestat. They took everything, the beginning of the Vampire Lestat, people have jokingly compared it to the writing in that fanfic, My Immortal. And it's obviously written better, but it has that sort of very self-indulgent, like, ridiculous tone. And it's like they took that and they put it into the show. You should just read, like, the opening passage of the Vampire Lestat, if you're wondering. I just feel like they transported it from a book that was initially published in, oh god, it was 1994. Wait, no, sorry. Sorry, it was 1985, my bad. It's from the 80s. See, that's why his music sounds like the 80s, because the book is from the 80s. I was looking at the version of the printing that I have, but the original copyright is from 1985. So they took a book from 1985, and they were like, how do we, like, retain certain aspects of this while, like, modernizing the feeling that you get from it to right now? And this is how they did it. I love everything that they're doing with this story. I'm obsessed. I can't deal with it. I can't believe it. Anyway, yeah, so that was my reaction to The Vampire Lestat, episode 1. So, please tell me your thoughts in the comments. I would love to know your thoughts. I would especially love to know, are you a book reader? Did you know what happened in the books? Are you not a book reader? How did you feel after that episode if you were not a book reader and you didn't know anything about the books? Because honestly, I can't imagine what you are feeling right now. I can't imagine the process that your mind is going through after watching that episode. So please tell me, and please like and subscribe. And until next time, this is eSoup, signing out.